Right now at 10, elected officials throughout La Crosse gather to discuss solutions to homelessness. And a new scholarship aims to increase diversity in the mental health field, why experts say it's important for healthcare providers to look like their patients. Plus, the placement decision, Madeline Kingsbury's children to remain with her parents.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Dua Esrar. Ken is off tonight. City and county partners came together tonight to address homelessness concerns in the La Crosse area. Homeless Services Coordinator Ryan Sampson and Human Services Director Jason Witt presented framework to city and county leaders. Sampson shared data that there are 288 individuals and families on the coordinated entry list. He says homelessness in the community is costing the community an unrecognized $3.3 million. Sampson says this is an issue that the community has struggled with for years.
Housing, mental health, alcohol and drug addiction, other supportive services. So we're talking about a lot of huge systems. So it's really a complex issue where it's going to take a lot of working partners together to address it.
Sampson says the team is using research and feedback to decide what's best for our region. The biggest issue is full shelters. Now they have a 5-year plan and the city and county plans to coordinate solutions together. He says this is a complicated issue and great work lies ahead. County Board Chair Monica Cruz says it's important for county and city leaders to collaborate for change.
Before we can help people get jobs, solve their mental health problems, get free of addiction, they need to have a place to live.
Cruz says the next step is to collaborate across the community. She hopes to get major community stakeholders on board. If that happens, she says it will be a major step in the right direction. Well, police responded to a crash on Highway 53 near Galesville this afternoon. Tri-State Ambulance was also on the scene. As you can see here, 2 cars have suffered extensive damage. There was debris in the road and traffic was backed up. We will bring you more information as we receive it. A driver is injured after his vehicle rolled over on Highway 27 in Monroe County earlier today. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says the man was headed north around 8 this morning when he drove off the shoulder. The driver's vehicle rolled multiple times. The driver was injured but was able to climb out of his vehicle on his own and then taken to a hospital. Officials are still investigating that crash. Well, we're going to talk a little weather right now, and we had a beautiful day outside, but it is starting to get a little chillier as the night rolls around. And Eric, is that something that we can expect?
Oh, most definitely. We'll see temperatures going into the 50s and 60s for the overnight hours, but cooler temperatures are in the forecast as we go into the second half of the work week. Good evening, everybody. Take a look here at the highs for today. We made it to 84 degrees in La Crosse, 83 in Eau Claire, 79 in Viroqua, 81 Prairie du Chien, 82 in Decorah as well as present. If you like today in terms of temperature, I think you're going to like tomorrow. We'll turn the degree down just a couple of notches. Outside right now, gorgeous 60s and 70s out there at this hour. 67 in Marshfield as well as Black River Falls, 73 Winona as well as Rochester. Decorah, good evening to you guys. You're at 68. 69 is the current temperature in Prairie du Chien. And look at the city cam. It is beautiful. We have a little bit of cloud cover out there. 74 degrees is the current temperature. Mississippi River, it's down. It's at 6.16 feet. And Eau Claire, you're at 68 degrees. I'll get out in a second. Feels like 68 with winds. They are calm. Now, in the first warn forecast, we will talk about temperatures going into the 70s on the high end. So you definitely do not want to miss that.
Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
We'll check back with you later. Madeline Kingsbury's children will remain with Kingsbury's parents. An agreement has been reached in the children in need of protection or services case involving her kids. Kingsbury has been missing since March 31. A release from the Winona County Attorney's Office says the CHIPS case was filed to ensure her kids had necessary care. According to the release, the settlement affirms that Kingsbury was the sole custodial parent. The release also said the county still holds temporary custody of the children. That status and the children's placement will not change until the court decides at a later date. Well, the field of Republican candidates for president is growing even more crowded. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie filed the paperwork for a run and formally launched his bid Tuesday evening at a town hall in New Hampshire. 2 more candidates are expected to make their announcements Wednesday. Nicole D'Antonio has the latest from the White House.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has officially launched his campaign for the Republican nomination for president.
I intend to seek the Republican nomination for President of the United States in 2024, and I want your support.
At a town hall in New Hampshire Tuesday night, he positioned himself as the candidate willing to go after former President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump made us smaller by dividing us even further and pitting one group against another, different groups pitted against different groups every day.
Once a Trump ally, the 60-year-old is now focusing on New Hampshire voters after dropping out of his first presidential bid in 2016.
Maybe we do need new blood. Maybe we do need somebody like, Christie or DeSantis.
Christie's announcement comes a day before former Vice President Mike Pence kicks off his campaign in Iowa.
The answer, Iowa, is strong, conservative, Republican leadership.
Adding to an already crowded field that also includes Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley, and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. The next challenge for the candidates will be meeting the requirements for the first Republican debate in August, including making a pledge to support the eventual nominee. Notably, Donald Trump, who's leading the GOP pack in the polls, hasn't said whether he would sign such a pledge. He has hinted he may skip the debate altogether.
The former president remains popular among GOP voters even as he faces multiple criminal investigations. Well, local nonprofits in the Coulee region are taking steps to make sure mental health providers reflect the community they serve. It's a partnership between Peace of Mind Counseling, Black, and the La Crosse Community Foundation. Peace of Mind Counseling member Chris Call says the idea for the fund came around the time of George Floyd's murder. He says he realized Peace of Mind had all white providers and more representation was needed. An anonymous donor will match the first $15,000 in gifts until the fund is established. One scholarship will be available each year for a BIPOC student that is pursuing a master's degree in mental health in the Midwest or at a historically Black institution or college.
The La Crosse community will soon have an endowed scholarship fund that's going to help diversify the field of mental health providers we have in La Crosse so that our mental health community is more representative of the folks who call La Crosse community home.
Statewide, Wisconsin is facing a mental health provider shortage. Black Executive Director Shondell Spivey says there's stigma in the Black community about seeking mental health support. He says it's important to find support with people who look like you and have gone through similar experiences. We'll post a link with more information on the scholarship at news8000.com. Well, it's an exciting day for theater enthusiasts in La Crosse. Viterbo University announced its musical and play lineup for the 2023-2024 season. 42nd Street, The Nutcracker, and Bat Boy the Musical are all on the roster. The shows feature renowned musicians, comedians, and dancers. Artistic Director Rick Walters says there is something for everybody to get immersed in.
And I know that Dylan McCardle, who's the director of our Fine Arts Center, has worked really hard to put together an exciting season. It's got a little something for everyone in this season. Dance, some top name musical talent, some of our top comedians from across the country. So there really is something for everybody in this coming season.
For more information on the tickets and showtimes, you can visit Viterbo's website. We'll post those details at news8000.com. Well, coming up on News 8 Now at 10, a new chapter at Bangor Elementary, the historic groundbreaking. That's coming up later. But first, Minnesota lawmakers just passed the strongest, the cost of so-called forever chemicals. Coming up after the break.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Banking that's simple, convenient, and there for you. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. Take the next step and open your checking account online today. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
I got friends of mine that really need hearing aids, more than I do, and I suggested to them, and you can really tell somebody that needs hearing aids that doesn't have them. I'm very happy with my hearing aids. They've changed my life. My wife is happy that I have them, and I wanted to do local, and it's really good here. You come by anytime you want to. If you got any questions or to pick up batteries or to have your hearing aids cleaned, they're always available, so it's really handy.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
Minnesota lawmakers just passed the strongest ban in the country on forever chemicals called PFAS. Now, a new study finds a staggering cost to remove and destroy these dangerous chemicals. It estimates the cost at $14 to $28 billion over 20 years to get the chemicals out of Minnesota water. Alan Henry explains one major change that could make that cleanup cheaper.
Minnesota's PFAS strategy is to avoid the forever chemicals when possible, minimize them when it's not, and to treat water impacted by them. There's just one problem.
There are no existing technical guidance documents or textbooks around how to remove PFAS at wastewater facilities.
That's why the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency authored a study to look at how to remove the forever chemicals from wastewater facilities and how much it would cost.
This is new, and so when you try something for the first time and you're scaling it up from bench scale or research to a full treatment facility, you have a lot of unknowns. And so we're going to have a wide range in costs.
Costs estimated to be anywhere between $14 and $28 billion over 20 years. The good news, the state's recent ban of PFAS going into effect over the next decade should help.
Overall, the cost would be not at the high end of this range if we could effectively implement the PFAS ban and begin to phase the use of PFAS out so that there is not so many PFAS coming to our waste facilities.
The MPCA's commissioner hopes the study brings more awareness and action.
Putting the information out there so that we can, as leaders, work with people who can bring money to this challenge, as well as bring more awareness to the need to minimize PFAS in products that ends up in our waste, is really important both in the state and beyond into downstream communities.
The MPCA says without an alternative source of funding, PFAS removal and destruction will remain unaffordable for the foreseeable future. Well, coming up on News 8, Wisconsin's tourism industry saw record numbers last year. A look at the boost seen in the dairy state. That's coming up.
And I'm First Warn meteorologist Eric Dean. For tomorrow, we'll go into the upper 70s to low 80s, but we're going to keep the precip chances out of the forecast, and we really need some precipitation. Just how are we playing out right now in terms of a deficit? I'll have the answer in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Sizzling summer savings are happening right now at Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years, no minimum purchase. And score even more deals that are too hot to handle during the 72-hour summer event. Happening in-store only June 17th through 19th. Only at Ashley.
Air conditioning stopped working? Tired of finding ways to stay cool? Don't sweat it. Give G&T Heating and Air Conditioning a call. They'll have you feeling cool as a cucumber without having to resort to, well, alternative methods.
Call G&T
For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's.
Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
from Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase. Ashley Sleep Align mattresses start at $999.99. And for a limited time, when you add an Align adjustable base to your purchase, you can save 10% on the set. Only at Ashley.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
It was a record-breaking year for Wisconsin as the tourism industry saw a massive boost in revenue. Governor Tony Evers stopped by in Onalaska to thank farmers for their contribution to the tourism boost. Governor Evers announced that tourism generated nearly $28 billion in 2022. That surpasses the previous record of roughly $22 billion set in 2019. The economic impact was felt across the entire state as all 72 counties in Wisconsin benefited from the revenue produced by the tourism industry.
Just from a tax point of view, that's a big M, $1.5 billion. But Wisconsin is a tourism state. People love to come to Wisconsin.
Evers says tourism impacts everyone. With increased tax dollars from tourism, Governor Evers says that's more funding for state and local governments. Well, those goats are the cutest thing ever, and they are definitely enjoying that weather. And you know what, Eric? I hope that you give me some news that's going to make me enjoy the weather as much as those goats.
Well, it depends. We have plenty of sun in the forecast, but we really need some precipitation to do it. As a matter of fact, take a look here at the drought monitor. Here's Eau Claire. And literally from Eau Claire north and then from Winona south is abnormally dry. So with that being said, we need some precipitation. Numbers for today, we made it to 84 after a morning start of 67. 79 and 58 is where we should be for this time of year. So that 84 again, that's another mark on the above average chart for the month of June. So all 6 days so far been well above average. Average high is 79, but nowhere near close to the upper 80s and low 90s that we had last week into the first part of this week. So the radar scan, we are seeing a clean sweep across the Coulee region, and this is going to get a break, unfortunately, for the next couple of days. And the reason why I say unfortunately is we need that precipitation. We are now 9,107 inch below normal for the month, and now we are 7,607 inch below normal for the year. In Eau Claire, you're 910 inch below normal for the month, but you're only 1,407 inch below normal for the year. So we need that precipitation, and the precip chances right now, they're looking very few and far between. So here's this cool front that pushed its way through the Coulee region, and with that, the winds are going to shift out of the north, and that's what's going to keep us cool as we go into tomorrow, as we go into your Thursday, and even Friday. Now, Friday and Saturday, I do have precip chances in the forecast. So when you wake up in the morning, we'll start the day off with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s, even low 60s towards Menominee as well as Wabasha. So again, mostly cloudy skies will start for your Wednesday, then they will dissipate as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours, leaving us with plenty of sunshine and a beautiful night. Nonetheless, highs for Wednesday, much like today, will turn the temperature down just a couple of degrees, but we're talking temperatures in the upper 70s, even low 80s. La Crosse will make it to 80, but let's say Onalaska, West Salem, you guys will stay in the upper 70s. Now, that's going to take us into the second half of the work week. So this front's pushing through. We're going to keep the winds out of the north and the northeast. High pressure is going to remain in control. Again, by Friday, I'm not going to rule out a stray shower or two, but again, that shower chance is very few and far between. So the first warn forecast for tonight will go to 59 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a light wind out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right, let's help you plan your Wednesday. Showy 62 degrees by the 8 o'clock hour, upper 70s to low 80s by the afternoon and early evening hours. 6 o'clock will go to 78, 73 by 8 p.m. And the balance of the 8-day forecast, we go to 80 tomorrow, 78 for Thursday, 80 with a small shower chance on Friday, a better chance on Saturday, but we do have thunderstorm chances, and you take the good and you take the bad. We could use the rain, but not the thunderstorm chances. 75 for Monday, then 80s for next week. And the reason I say we could do without the thunderstorms, if you get those dry thunderstorms where we have lightning and no rain, it could spark some fires. So
All right.
you need to be careful of that.
Thank you, Eric.
You bet.
Well, coming up in sports, the high school state baseball tournament is right around the corner, and a few of our area teams have a chance to punch their ticket to Appleton, but they'll need a couple of wins today in the sectional round. Rob has all of the highlight sports up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. At Mayo Clinic Health System, get personalized specialty care with access to experts from orthopedics to neurosurgery and cardiology to cancer care, all close to home.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Ho Chunk Gaming in Nakusa and WKBT News 8 want to bring awareness to sexual assault prevention in the Ho Chunk community and our surrounding areas. 1 out of every 3 women have been sexually assaulted. Indigenous women are 2.4 times more likely to be assaulted than Caucasian women. Ho Chunk Nakusa wants to help put a stop to these crimes and help educate our community on the importance of sexual assault prevention.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
It's the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's cabin store. Now is the time to get your patio or cabin ready this season.
Shop our outdoor furniture and our gliding red cedar collection. Browse solid wood selections of aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialties like walnut, maple burl, and more. Decorate with coffee tables, end tables, and wall art. Outfit your bedroom with our cabin furniture sets in king, queen, full, and twin. Case pieces and bunk beds to match. Huge summer selection in stock to take home or deliver today.
Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It was a busy day on the diamond. The state baseball tournament is next week, and a few of our area teams are just a couple of wins away from punching their ticket to Appleton. We'll start tonight in Division III with a couple of our area squads going head-to-head. Let's go to the Park Bowl in Viroqua. 2 red-hot teams going at it, Aquinas and Bangor in the sectional semifinal. Pitchers duel early on, but the Blue Golds break through in the third. Calvin Hargrove finds the gap in right center. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the triple from Hargrove. It's 3-0 Aquinas. Then in the 5th, Hargrove comes through again. He scorches one into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Ben Corsi slides in safe to make it 4-0 Blue Golds. Tanner Peterson throwing a gem on the mound for Aquinas, and he gets the 4-6-3 double play. That's going to end it. Blue Golds shut out Bangor 4-0 as they advance to the sectional final. So that brings us to game 2. Will Dietz on the mound for the Blue Golds as they take on Cuba City. And Dietz was in a groove early on. He's going to get the strikeout here to end the top of the first, still scoreless. Then in the second, Dietz throws it in the dirt, but it gets the batter to swing. Hargrove with the throw to first. That's another strikeout. Aquinas out of the inning. Blue Goals looking for some offense now. Eddie Peters is going to provide it. He finds the gap in left center. That gets to the fence. Peters is in with a leadoff double. A few batters later, Kyle White is going to bring him in. A line shot into the outfield. Peters rounds third. He's going to come in to score. Aquinas jumps in front. Same inning. Ben Corsi at the plate now. The senior gives this ball a ride out to left. That's going to take a bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. That part of a 4-run inning. Blue Goals up big. Now a 2-run game. Last chance for the Cubans. Eddie Peters is going to get the strikeout, and that ends it. Blue Goals win it 4-2 the final. Aquinas is headed to the state tournament for the first time since 2017.
I mean, it feels great, man. Like, it's indescribable. Our work that we put in really really paid off here. I mean, I think we still got to just stick to our routine, keep working hard in practice. And I know Mike D will prepare us, and our coaching staff, they'll prepare us and get us ready for that game.
Blue Goals will travel to Appleton for their semifinal game next Tuesday. Altoona hosting a D2 sectional. West Salem squaring off with Mosinee. Indians get to Brett McConkey right away in the first. Taylor Lemansky is sending a deep fly to left center, and that's gone. Mosinee grabs the early 1-0 lead. Panthers threatening in the second. Bennett Burke finds a hole through the right side. Jacob Helgeson slides in for the score. West Salem ties it up at 1, but Mosinee responds in the bottom of the inning. Grant Kuklinski shoots a single to left. That plays Cameron Zeeble. Indians regain the lead. It's 2-1. Now 3-1 in the sixth. Panthers needing a rally. McConkey sends one to deep right center. Rolls all the way to the wall. Luke Knowles scores from first to cut the deficit to 1. And the momentum carried from there. Brennan Kennedy, tough bouncer to the left side. No play. Panthers take the lead. Carson Kepnick would drive in another in the sixth, part of a 6-run inning. Panthers go on to win it 7-3. Next up for West Salem, a date with top-seeded Altoona for the sectional title. In the second, bases loaded for the Railroaders. Keaton Camistral dumps a base hit to left center. That plates a pair of runs. It's 2-0 Altoona. Same score in the fourth now. West Salem looking for a spark. Jacob Helgenson's line drive is caught by the first baseman. Touches first for the double play, still 2-0. Rails adding some insurance in the fifth. Colin Boyarski laces a shot the opposite way. Another run comes in. It's 3-0 Altoona. Panthers had some chances, but they just couldn't break through. West Salem falls in the sectional final to Altoona, 3-0. Up to Blair for the D4 sectional. Top-seeded Oliva Strum taking on Pittsville. No score in the bottom of the second. Ty Gelstad shoots one toward right field. The second baseman makes a great stop, but the throw to first is not in time. Run scores. Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. In the third, the pitcher helping his own cause as Tyler Webb drives one the opposite way. It hops the fence. That plays Carter Gunderson to make it 2-0 Cards. Now 3-0 in the fourth. Pittsville finding some life. Brad Neve rips a single to left. Dylan Luther scores to get the Panthers on the board, but the Cardinals get that run right back and some. Justin Becker bouncing one in a shallow right. Oliva Strum goes up 5-1. Jake Bjerke adding to the damage here in the fourth as well with an RBI single to left. Make it 7-1 Cards. Oliva Strum moves on to the sectional final, 12-3. But the Cardinals run into Ithaca in the sectional final, and it's the Bulldogs coming out on top as they get the win, 6-2. Ithaca advances to the state tournament next week in Appleton. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Get 11% off everything at Menards with the Barracuda half-horsepower cast-iron sump pump. Be prepared for spring flooding and keep your basement dry. Get it for just $109.99 after rebate. Finish your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers that fit your style and budget, like this Sterling Ensemble shower. Its durable high-gloss finish provides lasting beauty. Get this Sterling Ensemble tub and shower for $629.98 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. when it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that? Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
Ah, my bottom's been saved.
With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Today was the last day of school for students at Bangor Elementary, but it was also the beginning of a new chapter at the school. Today, the district held a groundbreaking ceremony to mark the beginning of the remodeling phase for part of the elementary school. New doors, floors, ceiling, and roofing will be added to the 1967 portion of the building, along with additional parking and playground space. Faculty and staff said these renovations will benefit everyone, especially the students.
It's all about the learning environment that we can create for them to be the best learners and give our staff, our teachers, our support staff the tools so that they have the best so they can provide the best educational opportunities for our students.
As progress continues during construction, Bangor School District will update their social media and district website. For more information, we have a link at news8000.com. We'll be right back.
Looking to bring life to your Wisconsin Dells getaway? Bring your family, bring your friends, bring an extra suit, and bring on the water parks. It's time to bring out your best. Your best driving, your best sliding. Hey, your best friend just passed you up. Ready to play? Bring your A game. Ready to eat? Bring your appetite. Ready to bring it to the next level? Let's bring it all together. Summer in Wisconsin Dells. Bring it on. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Come hang. You are going to hear the biggest stars in country music.
I admit it, I was starstruck.
I'm training.
You train like you're a professional athlete.
You never know when I'm going to get the call into the big leagues.
Yeah, but how old are you?
And they stay there! The biggest stars, the best music, and the most fun. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Mere hours from the hustle and bustle of Midwest hubs, the La Crosse region offers exciting flavors, captivating views, and unparalleled outdoor recreation. Ignite your senses and make memories with those that matter most between the bluffs and along the mighty Mississippi River. Explore La Crosse invites you to join us on WKBT and online at news8000.com as we explore local businesses in our community. No matter your niche, your next adventure is calling and is just a road trip away.
Windows are a lot like car tires. They all look the same, but they definitely don't all perform the same.
Take our StarMark composite window, available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. Don't settle on your new windows. Insist on the best windows you can buy. Get 8 StarMark windows installed for $139 a month.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's.
Hi, girls.
No Adam today?
Nope, he dropped us off while he runs a couple errands. Besides, he's been dropping hints for Father's Day for the past few days.
Oh, I see.
Yesterday, while watching baseball, he said it would be even better with a bowl of assorted nuts.
Oh, yes.
That's nothing. The other day we saw baby turtles by the river, and then he was talking about how much he loves chocolate turtles.
Oh.
Maybe this chocolate toolkit will give him the hint to work on his honey-do list.
Venati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Tonight we'll see temperatures in the 50s and 60s. If you have overnight plans, roll the windows down, listen to some Taylor Swift. Why not? Tomorrow, 80s. We'll go to 62 by 8 a.m., upper 70s throughout the afternoon and evening. What was that doing? What were we doing? Fist pump?
Fist bumper?
Yeah.
Fist bumping. Fist bumping. Favorite Taylor Swift song, go.
Ooh.
Bad Blood.
Yeah. Can't pick one.